All right, we're just going to give you a quick update of what's been going on as we stand here in front of the scaffolding here. Kind of reminds me of our wedding day. You remember that, Amy?
Yes, I do remember that. Everybody wants the church to be wrapped in scaffolding the day that you show up for your wedding. That was a surprise. 1996.
1996. That was actually, it was a week before our wedding. We came by and we're like, what is the scaffolding doing up at the church? Oh, we didn't tell you about the
window restoration project we just got funded.
Yeah.
We've been campaigning for that for 18 months, and yay, we got it right before the Olympics. It's gonna be all done perfect, just in time for the Olympics. It's just in time for the wedding. So now that's a good point. Every time we see scaffolding, it's
Absolutely.
like, oh, somebody's getting married there today.
Yeah, exactly. So no one's getting married here today, but today we have put up, this is not just today, but we have, from what you've seen, we have hardy plank siding up with the board and batten finish up here. It needs to be painted, of course. We've got new windows, so it's very exciting. You can see here, these windows have not come in yet, but as this bay window is going to be, it's going to be flush to the, it's going to be, what's it going to be here? You tell me how it's going to be here.
I'll tell you how it's going to be. Yes, this bay window's coming out, so that whole front part is going to be flush. So the windows above are signal where the windows below are going to be. So this window here will be in my office. This one here will be in the guest room. And that is some really loud saw.
That's right. It's a work in progress here. All right, so here we are to the left here. As soon as you walk in is Amy's office.
Oh,
yes.
You're supposed to have like
oh yeah, big reveal.
Well, no, that's just where the magic happens.
Oh yes.
It's
right here.
Not so much the reveal, it's the aura of the office is what we're going for here. So yeah, couple changes, right, from when we were last year. It felt so much bigger when it was just framing, right? Now that it's sheetrock, it is, and there's no lights on in here yet. Of course, we've got the cans in. This is going to feel a little tighter though once the built-ins come in here, So
what was to be the coat closet, and it still might be unless there's some modifications that are being done.
Small, small
it was
coats.
supposed to be a little bit deeper than this, in the vision of that, and then when the function aspect had to come in, there's over here, you can see the ductwork. This is the return. I think took up some space. So we'll
maximize that, it's no big deal.
So either we've got to convert this to something else and then find a coat closet somewhere else.
Or no coats. I mean, it's Georgia.
Yeah, it's Georgia.
How many coats do you need? It's hot Atlanta.
It's sweater weather.
Sweater weather. I love it. All right, so stove here and hood vent. I still have to design the probably custom hood. I haven't quite figured that out. Some of that's going to be dependent on what we choose down there in terms of we've got cabinet door samples. So uppers and lowers here. This whole wall will be cabinetry. And I know we spent a lot of time debating with the cabinet guy this week on what that right dynamic is. I think where we left it was, here's the remaining bit
Yeah,
of
the
blue
remains
tape.
of the blue tape right here is where the island is going to be.
Island, which will walk out to the Thank you. Perfectly done. That was well done. Okay, so back out to the screened-in porch. So this side will be all the appliances that I hardly ever use and don't know where to put, but will be tucked away, right?
Or a coat closet.
Genius.
And then this right here is the laundry room.
Which, I don't know if we talked about this, but we extended this over a foot because we're gonna do the double barn doors.
Okay.
So we didn't have enough length there, so we needed to add some.
Yeah.
So those will be, soft, whatever.
So we still have plenty of room to get in. We're gonna have the stackable units right here, cabinetry, shelving over here this way, so it'd be nice.
All right.
All right.
Who's in first?
Go
Let's try it together.
Together?
Yeah.
We're going through the threshold here.
I'm afraid we're gonna.
We had wedding theme still here at the threshold.
All right, let's try it. Let's see.
Here we go.
I don't know. Okay. Oh wait.
We did it.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, what?
So I'm not carrying her.
Careful. Careful. Everything feels smaller. with sheetrock up and the framing in. So, John, we hadn't talked about this actually. Here's kind of the concept for the shower floor. The vision for this is I like the big pieces because it's fewer grout lines. In other words, cleaning problems, right? So this would go all along the walls, all down the floors, and then probably all up this wall here, except for around the window that needs to be ordered yet.
Yeah.
And
it
then
needs to be cut out and all that good stuff.
This I am loving, and this will cover from the sink up to the ceiling on both sides. And then of course, John, here's your office.
My right here, and they cut out the window over here, which is awesome.
It's hard
Yes, it's right here. Cabinetry right here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think we got a visual. Okay, so yeah, we've got to finalize the tile. We've got to get that ordered this weekend, so because that's next up. Vanity selection, cabinet selection, tiles. We're almost starting to feel like a real house. It's like Pinocchio, right? Went from
I'm a real life boy.
I like it. Oh, wow. We have sheetrock.
We have sheetrock.
I have not seen it with sheetrock down here. It wasn't even from yesterday. There was still a lot of stuff exposed.
Well, yesterday, I'm sure previous updates, some of the expense that was unanticipated was that the framing that was down here, there was no insulation at all, and there was only 1-inch framing. So, so we basically had to
postpone the pool.
Yeah, postpone the pool.
This was supposed to be basically minor revisions down here, and it's turned into being a really big project.
Yeah, so we had to put insulation all the way through back in here. We had to redo the framing on each side so that it was 3 inches or 3.5, whatever the code is, to get the insulation in there. And the reason being was that we needed a conditioned space, right? We didn't want it to be super cold in the wintertime and super hot in the summertime. And then, with our new HVAC system, we wanted to work and function properly. And then of course this will be, hold on a second. My office down here, where all the magic happens. So.
Maybe we change the workout room to a bar. Yeah, so this was, gosh, I don't even know how many weeks. Unlike the flips where it's like, this is the day, we gotta hit this day. This feels a little bit different because it's ours. Still, we wanna go fast, but we wanna make sure that it's right for us, for our taste and for our vision and for our next phase of our lives here in Pedersen Party Pad or whatever we wanna call it. All right, onward and upward.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like this texture.
John, that's the wrong side.
Oh. Come on. Best part of my day is to dust the drywall dust off your backside.